Well, a Granite Bay man is getting set to be honored with an achievement award during the U.S. Open tennis tournament. It's coming up next month by the International Tennis Hall of Fame.
You may be surprised by the incredible odds that he's had to overcome. KCRA-3's Claire Dewan has his story.
With a driving forehand and a precise backhand, there's much more to Roger Crawford's tennis game than meets the eye.
It's not all about the outside. It's what's on the inside that's really important and really valuable.
But before Crawford realized that, his tennis coach did.
You love a student who is what we call coachable. That means he'll do anything you ask. In Roger's case, if I told him to run through a brick wall, it would help your forehand, he would do it.
Hard work and persistence were instilled in him early on, after his family learned about his rare condition.
But when I was born, they told my parents that I wouldn't be able to walk, but I was fortunate that I had parents that didn't buy into that.
Crawford has 2 fingers on his left hand, 1 finger on his right, 3 toes on his right foot, and he wears a prosthesis because his left leg was amputated when he was 5.
When people ask me about that, I really hardly think about being different. You know, I've always grown up believing that everybody's got handicaps. It's real handicaps you can overcome. It's the imaginary ones that are difficult.
But what Crawford calls imaginary handicaps, self-doubt, negativity, anxiety, didn't plague him.
We all have ups and downs, and he just wasn't going to buy into the down part.
Even learning how to tie his shoes took longer than growing a healthy sense of humor.
It took me 16 years. And I kid you not, the day I learned how to tie my shoes, they come out with Velcro. Right? Where was that when I was growing up, right?
And it was his love for tennis that helped him grow.
My finger gets stuck in between the 2 parallel bars. That's how I learned how to hold the racket. People always say, gosh, that's so ingenious how you came up with that grip. Well, it was actually an accident.
And the sport helped him swing at many of life's tough serves along the way.
It gave me something I could point to and say, you know, I do that well. It gave me a sense of self-confidence and self-esteem.
That allowed him to be the first Division I athlete with 4 impaired limbs.
I played this guy one time, and throughout the entire match, I wore long warm-up pants. So he doesn't realize until the match was over that I wore an artificial leg. I can tell you this, he took the loss a lot harder then.
And now to be honored at the highest level of tennis.
I think what holds people back most often is self-imposed limitations. Oftentimes, it's right up here that we start to create some limitations in our lives, and they're not real, but oftentimes they're imagined.
And so it's not what you see about yourself that matters, but what you choose to believe about what you see. In Lincoln, Claire Dewan, KCRA-3 News.
Wow, a powerful example. That goes way beyond the tennis courts. Crawford played at Loyola Marymount. He's been inducted into that university's Hall of Fame. And Sports Illustrated has also recognized him as one of the most accomplished physically challenged athletes in the world.
Great sense of self, great sense of humor, too.
Yes. I love those stories.